Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, welcome back to Thoughts Positive. As you all know, we talk about faith, family, lifestyle, beauty, fashion and all that. You can tell from the title that this is going to be Get Ready With Me, a simple everyday makeup, as easy as it can be. Easy everyday makeup. Disclaimer, this is not a makeup tutorial. We'll get there when we get there. So let me start with I need to put some, I feel it's too dry. And welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? We'll talk a little bit about faith today as we do easy makeup. Yeah, I already got my hair rolled up. Before now. Okay, so let's start this. This is, like I said, it's not a detailed tutorial, it's just my everyday easy makeup. Okay, let's go. I have few important things. It's really my opinion on this matters that I want to actually talk about. Yeah, first off is prayer. It's about prayer. I have this conversation with I have a conversation about a while ago, right? I have this conversation and I was asking some people, right? I'm actually looking for my headband pencil. So I was asking some people that, is there anything like a good prayer or a bad prayer? What do you guys think? So I think there can be good prayer and there can also be a bad prayer, Get my mirror. Yeah, there can be a good prayer, at the same time there can be bad prayer, because some prayers can come to be good and actually some can come to be bad. Why I really say this is because somebody said that there's nothing like a good prayer. There's not like a bad prayer. I disagree. And I asked some people, is there a bad prayer? They said, oh, there's nothing like a bad prayer. Whatever prayer you pray, whatever things you say, on your own end, it's either good or bad. So this is like my first video ever, makeup. Yeah, if I want to do a detailed video about makeup, it's gonna be a voiceover. This is actually my first makeup ever tutorial, not a tutorial like on YouTube. So just bear with me, okay? All right, guys. So like I was saying, there's actually bad prayer. Bless you. Bless you. It's actually bad prayer. That being said, I will explain. In the sense that when Christ was here, when Christ came, he said we should pray for our enemy in the book of Matthew, right? So pray for your enemy. I think that's a good prayer because that is actually, so when Jesus was here, Jesus said that we should always pray for our enemies, right? And wish even those that wish us bad, we should wish them well. But now, I see that, for me, it's just an opinion, right? It is a bad prayer for you to wish them, that they should die. It's not actually a bad prayer. I don't think we should pray like that. Nobody is kind of excited. Nobody is kind of glad that their enemies, people doing them evil, they should actually live. And if you are really out real bad by your enemies, you won't even want to see them, not to talk of you praying for them. Our God is a perfect God. Jesus is a perfect God. So I think that He wants us to be perfect just as He is. I think it is a bad prayer. Again, this is just my opinion. it is a bad prayer for you to pray that they should die. So there is good prayer and there is bad prayer. If you're a Christian, pray for your enemies. Don't wish them death. And always remember that the aim of this our race in this life is to make eternity, is to reign with Christ. So if we want to reign, we should always try to do what Christ wants us to do. It might not be easy, but we should try as best as we can, because believe me, living in this world as it is hard already. And then there are evil all over, and people are there wishing you bad. But our prayer is that we want to try to live as Christ. We want to be perfect like him. He said that. I know it might not be easy, but what we want to do is to try our best to actually live like Christ. Yes, so in that regard, we should always try to be as good as we can. Believe me, Christ wants us to be perfect, and living in this world is hard. It's hard, but as a believer, we should try our best to walk with the Lord, and I know He will help us. He has always, and He always come through, and He will continually come through for us. So I think my eyebrow is done now. Now what I normally do is, well, this is an easy makeup, so I'm not gonna go through it. So guys, so that's the first thing I want to talk about. Next up is for us to talk about things that overwhelm us. Yeah, things that overwhelm us. That's a huge topic, but since this is like a get ready with me, and this is thoughts positive, so everything we talk about here is positivity, and that has to do with positive. Before I go on our next talk, let me apply eyeshadow to my eye. Thinking of doing something, like everyday makeup, so I'm gonna apply something easy, something simple. So guys, like I'm saying, what is it that overwhelm you? I know so many people in this age and time, what overwhelm most of us is what we see on social media. In life in reality is like a world that is like full of fantasy. Social media is another world on its own. It's not reality. Some people, it's their reality, but most people it's not, because what you see on social media is not the same as what it is in real life. I remember when I went to Nigeria, like 2019. Yeah, when we got there, I and my elder sister, she was like, oh my God, this social media, especially Instagram, is so different, like, with what is actually happening in Nigeria. Like, when you go to Nigeria and you walk around, you see that, let me say, people live simple. And just like you not having a makeup on and then having a makeup on, you can see that it's different. Yeah, so because social media is like the one that has the makeup on. In reality, is the one that doesn't have the makeup on. So I don't actually want to live my life being overwhelmed by what I see, not just on social media, even in real life. People live their life, the way they choose to. I just think that individuals and everybody should live their life the way they so much want, not considering, not will I use the word considering, not actually being overwhelmed by what another person is doing. Because like they have their life to live, and you should also try to live your life. But what I really want to draw out, pinpoint mostly on this topic, it's on this particular discussion, is not being overwhelmed by what you see around you. And I'm not just saying this just for saying sake. It's actually what is also happening to me. I know on my Happy New Year video, I explained that I want to be contented and I want to live life the way God wants me to live. I also posted something on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, my name is Toyin_A on Instagram. Find me there, and you can see what I post on my daily activities and what I feel like is popping up in my brain that I actually want to express out. So I put that up. Yesterday I posted something that I and God today, God and me today. You know, like I see that I am contented in every circumstances. You know, Jireh is enough. Is a song from the Maverick City. So like I just want to live my life contented. I definitely I see what my peers do. If like the point here is that if it gets you overwhelmed, move away. It's not that you're not standing up or to challenges. No, that's different. You can stand up to challenges, and you can actually overcome challenges, but this is not challenges here. This is when things is overwhelming to you. Like if I'm watching too much movies, I'm like, and it's getting me overwhelmed, like it's too much for me, I'm like, you know what, I'm not watching movie for a whole week. Yeah, that is me. And if I'm watching, like, let me say I'm watching, I think I bought a new iPencil. I think I did. Let me look for that, because it's like this one is, I think this is it. Yeah, I bought a new NYC, but yeah, that one is better than this one. This one is from L'Oreal, and it's kind of old. I think that's why it's not working well. So I'm using this one now. I just bought this one, as you can see. I'm just trying it out. It's from NYC. So yeah, this is better. So it does good on my I don't want to make this makeup elaborate. So like I was saying, guys, if it gets too overwhelming, I pull back. I really pull back, because like I don't want to give myself unnecessary headache. Yeah, because I know life is short and I want to live it to its fullest, in the right way, in the way of Christ, in the way of God. So I don't want to, if I'm watching movie or I'm watching YouTubers or let's say I'm seeing things that is overwhelming, I pull back. It's not gonna cost you anything to pull back, you know. So like I'm saying, guys, if it's too overwhelming for you, just pull back and then go back when you've actually recharged and refreshed. And sometimes it might not be like they always say, it's not those people, it's actually you. You see somebody on social media, you see things on social media, you kind of begin to feel some type of way. It's not them, it's you. Yeah, and if you feel like it's getting to you, guys, just pull back and then refresh your brain, refresh yourself, you know. Try to think about you, you know what I mean, and then know who you are in Christ. Like I always say, that Christ is first, and when you have Christ, you have everything. So try to do that, and then after being refreshed again, recharged, and then you go back to him. You go back to whatever you're looking that is killing you, and then you have another and that is making you feel some type of way. Then you have another view of it again. You'll be like, wait a minute, is this what is actually? So this is actually what is actually killing me before, because you've known who you are again. When you don't know who you are, you get overwhelmed with things. You get overwhelmed with things that you're not supposed to. So it's okay to get overwhelmed, and it's okay to pull back and recharge yourself. For me, this is what I do. I think it's important to do that, you know. It's really good for you guys for us to do this and not go and then start getting depressed unnecessarily. I don't, you know. So yeah, guys, that is for that. So it's okay. So for us not to, nobody, you don't want to be a liar, you know. Like nobody doesn't feel overwhelmed at times. You know, we all feel overwhelmed once in a while, which is okay. But then dwelling in that deep thought and dwelling in depression, that is what your mental health is important. That is what I'm driving at here. So don't, when you're overwhelmed, pull back. Just draw back and refresh yourself. If you need to sleep, go and sleep. If you need to you know, read something else and kind of divert your mind out of that thing that's actually, you know, overwhelming you, it's really okay to do that, okay? Because our mental health is important and we should always take care of our mental health. It comes first in everything. It comes first. So yeah, let's know that, and for us not to be depressed. Yeah, so that is for that, guys. And remember to always reach out to God all the time. Pray, let him recharge you, let him revive you. It's important to revive yourself. You know, if you have God, you have everything. I'm always telling you guys. I'm always telling myself, not just for saying sake. I tell myself all the time that I have you, my God. So I don't actually want to live my life like everybody else. I want to actually live like a child of God and believe that with him I have everything. I might not have the whole world, but I have him and I have everything that I need. So next up, I'm going to apply my concealer now. The same concealer, that's what I use for my eyebrow. So I'm going to apply my concealer now. Because that will make it pop in case. So what I do next is apply my setting powder. After apply my setting powder and let it sit for a while.
Eat it. Wait.
after this setting powder sit for a while, then sometimes this is what I do. Since it's an everyday makeup, we'll just put our I use bronzer. Yeah, I use bronzer Evolution for my highlighter and contour, and I also bought another brush. I use it for my brushing, my bronzer, and I have my blush there that I use for that. So yeah, so guys, like I was saying, I'm waiting for this to sit for a little bit. I don't want it to be too, too bright. I want it to be simple and easy with the makeup. So guys, like I'm explaining to you guys, that's for that. So we should try our best to acknowledge our mental skills. You try to think about it every now and then. So the next thing is my contour. Let me contour real quick though. So another thing is that I actually want to talk about, like, that I want to talk about is my that I want to talk about is my engaging in things that will actually help you in life. Engaging in things that is not going to contradict your faith. Engaging in things of God. When you, like, there's this adage in my dialect that says that it's what you eat, that is what the bird eats, that they actually fly with. What you actually digest in you is what you actually have. It's what you digest in you that you actually have. If you don't digest things of God, if you don't digest things of Christ, if you don't digest it, then what do you have really? Really, what do you have? Because what do you have to, what you profess into your life and what you study, what you watch, actually goes a long way in your life, in your living, in your life living, in living your life. Because if you are watching things that is not of God, believe me, that is what you begin to exhibit. That is what you begin to showcase. But when you start living, not just going to church, not just studying the word, and not living in it or living by what the word say, you're going to church and not living like children of God. You actually want to understand that, okay, this is me now, this is me, okay, and I want to live for Christ and I want to live like him at the same time. So I'm gonna be letting go of things that is not of God, because it's going to contradict my life. It's going to make my life worse, and I don't want that for myself. Because if I'm a child of God, I'm a believer I'm living in the faith, living like Christ, and then I go around and listening to crazy music, music that doesn't that doesn't give glory to God. I begin to listen to music like that, and it kind of contradict my faith, kind of contradict my belief, because then I'll be like, hey, dancing like the children of the world and doing all that. It's kind of making my life more difficult, in the sense that I won't know who I am later on, because the battle begins to fight inside of me. I'm going to feel, okay, if I'm listening to things of God and then at the same time listening to things of the world, kind of fight itself in my head. It will make my head, blow. Okay, like the Bible said that we cannot sit on the fence. It's either you jump in or you jump out. So if you are living for Christ, you have to live according to his will, letting go of all others, living in Christ fully and showcasing his God-given talent in you, not just going around and doing this, doing that. You're just balancing things that doesn't need to be balanced. It's like, I'll balance it up. Are you balancing up, my dear? You're not balancing anything up. You're making your life more difficult. Don't balance the things of the world and balance yourself and balance the things of God up. No, choose Christ fully and then live by him, because sometimes it's going to just continue affecting you mentally, and then you don't know where you belong, and we don't want that for ourselves. We want to actually live fully for Christ and understand his way and path, then we are good to go. So next, let me just apply my I'm going to be putting a little bit of my highlighter, just a little bit, because I don't want it to be too much. Okay, just a little bit right here. Not to be too much. Okay, don't be too much now. I'm gonna have to balance you up too. Yeah, let me just put a little bit. Okay, guys. So this is how I do my everyday makeup, as easy as I can. It's supposed to be as simple. Yeah, lighten that part. I don't want it to be too much. So it's what you have in you that you bring out, that you showcase. So let's not bring out what is not of God. Let's try to live like Christ and bring out what is of God, because it will just compromise our faith, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, guys. So finally, let me apply my blush. I don't know, I'm so much into blush now. Yeah, and there's some place I just put too much, and I'm like, what am I doing? What are you doing? But okay, I'm gonna put a little bit now. Don't want to do too much today. And then too much of everything is bad, as we all know. We put a little bit, then we're good to go. I'm looking for my blush palette, my blush brush. Maybe I can find it. Okay, guys, let me use this one today. I had to apply this earlier, so let me just apply that and then I'm good to go. So guys, like I'm saying, let's make sure that we do the best we can to live according to the will of God. I know it's not easy as living in this world, especially now. It's not easy, but we should try our best to live like Christ. He will help us. It's always coming true. Don't forget that. It's always there. He will never leave you. He will never leave you to do it by yourself. No. That's not our God. I'm trying to see the lip liner I can use now. That's never our God. Our God doesn't leave us to suffer, and He will see us through. Let me try it. Should I want to use this one? Our faithful God. somewhere. Let me just, yeah. So guys, there it is. We're done. We finished. Normally, this is how I go about it, right? Every day, say that word again. I know I have a finisher somewhere, but before my finish, I don't know if I should apply my eyelashes for you guys to see or not. But so far, it's so good. I like it as it is now. All I have to do is, you know, bring my hair down. I'll apply my finisher now. It's supposed to make it sit. It's supposed to make it sit. I'll back with my lashes. Yes, so for the sake of this video, I'm gonna apply my eyelash. For the sake of the video, I made it happen. So normally what I do after applying my eyelashes is a little bit of the mascara to just blend it all in. I let it dry and then we are set. I let it dry, then we are set, you know. So that's that. That's how I go around. Do my simple, everyday, easy makeup. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy everything I said. Chit chat, you know, video. This is like a get ready with me makeup / talk, fit and all that. So this is what the result of it is. So guys, I hope you enjoy. If you really enjoyed this video, please kindly subscribe to this channel. It's free of charge. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll get more of this as we go in as we grow on this channel. We'll get more of this kind of tutorial. What do I keep calling a tutorial? We'll get this kind of video. If you like it, we'll continue. If we like it, we'll continue doing this, and we'll learn and we grow. Guys, we've come to the end. Subscribe, comment, comment, like, share, and comment. Okay, I love you, and stay with God, and God love you. Shalom and peace. Bye.